This is Glenn Rice with Clearview Sewer Cams. We're located at 236 Market Street, Venice, California, 90291. Today is June 28th, 2023. We're performing a video waste and sewer line inspection through a 4-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanout. And this is a re-inspection. We did have the line hydrojetted, and in order to try to remove some root intrusion and clear out some debris. So what we're going to do is we're going to zero out our camera monitor here. And we're just going to go ahead and drop down and push out. And we're going to drop down and push out towards the alleyway. The sewer is running out towards the rear of the property, out towards the alleyway. As we push in, we immediately transition to vitreous clay sewer piping. So again, we're just continuing to push out slowly. And coming up on our first joint. And the joint appeared to be in fair condition. And coming up on the next joint, that joint appeared to be in fair condition. And we did have some large root intrusions more towards the saddle area, out towards the alleyway. Got a little debris on our camera lens. Just going to push through. Again, what we'll do is we'll just pause our mic here. We're going to push all the way out into our city sewer tie, and then we'll pull back. We're just catching a little bit of the debris from the hydrojetting on our camera lens. So again, we'll just go ahead and continue to push out and push all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. Okay, we went ahead and pushed all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, again, we went ahead and pushed all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. So again, this is just in the alleyway. So again, we're going to go ahead and continue to pull back. As we pull back, see we've got some root intrusion. We'll pull back a little bit of residual root intrusion left in the line there. And you can see a large penetration there coming in from around the 10 o'clock area. And we'll just continue to pull back slowly. You got an offset in that joint there. Again, a little more root intrusion coming into that joint. You can see that there's a crack in that joint coming right around the 10 o'clock area. You can see that the crack's going all the way up the stack there. So again, we're going to pull back slowly. Okay, again, we pushed out a little bit and we did pull back slowly. We did initially, when we ran our jetter and we ran the camera with the jetter, we did notice that there was a large break in the vitreous clay sewer pipe. And as we pull back at the stack there, that break is just on the back side of the stack, like around the 6 o'clock area. So again, our camera, as we pull back and we got the roots out, now we can't see it as we're pulling back. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. We'll pull back slowly. We'll take a good look. A little bit of offset in that joint there. Get another offset in that joint as well. And as we pull back, we're coming back towards, coming up a little bit of a stack. And we make a little turn and we transition to what appears to be cast iron. So this cast iron waistline is underneath the rear of the property. So again, we've got some of the buildup, some of the debris out of the cast iron waistline. Again, we'll continue to pull back. We'll make a little bit of a turn. We'll make another turn. And again, we're still in what appears to be cast iron waistline. So a little bit of residual buildup there at the bottom. Well, that little bit of buildup will get washed out over time as they start running the units. Water will start passing through. Some of that residual will get washed out. And again, as we pull back, it does appear that we transition back into vitreous clay. So again, we're going to come up and out of our clean out. And what we're going to do now is we're just going to try to get ourselves to going towards the front of the property. And we're just going to continue to push out. Now we're heading up towards the front of the property. And you can see this cast iron waistline definitely got a lot of buildup and scaling. Yeah. Okay, again, as I mentioned, we pushed all the way out towards the front of the property in the cast iron waistline. And again, the cast iron waistline was hydrojetted in order to remove some of the buildup and scaling. So we did get quite a bit of the buildup and scaling out of the cast iron waistline, but the cast iron waistline is definitely period of the home. So again, it does still have some residual buildup and residual scaling throughout. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. Push back in a little bit. Right there. And we'll pull back just a hair. It does look like you do have a hole in the cast iron waistline. So we're going to pause here for a moment.
And again, this isn't going to be the...
Again, as we pull back, you can see, we're going to push back in. You can see here, as we pull back slowly, right here, right around, there's a section there of cast iron waistline that's missing as well. You can see a piece of it that's popped out. And that's right at our clean out. So again, we're going to go ahead and pull back. And we pulled back and we pulled up and out of our clean out. And that will conclude our video waste and sewer line reinspection.